Welcome to Wheel of Wisdom, a place where the right message finds you. And today's episode is very special because we are celebrating our 2 year anniversary today since I started doing these lives on Inside Timer. So let me first go through the comments. Let's see. Mary says, "Good morning. I just woke up." You woke up on time, Mary. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your precious morning with all of us in this space. I so appreciate that. I really, really do. Uh, let's see. Cassandra says, "Happy anniversary. Good morning. Good morning, Cassandra. And thank you. And happy anniversary to all of you because we guys, all of us have been on this journey together, right? So I'm so happy to have, you know, such a lovely group of people in this live and, in general for those of you who couldn't attend this live. Arya says, "Hi all. Hi Arya, welcome." David says, "Thank you, Anisha. I was late again today." That's okay. You are just in time for the second part and for the surprise as well that I have, planned. So yeah, we're going to move on to that in a while. But welcome to the space. And David also said congratulations. So thank you, David. Priscilla says, "That was wonderful, Anisha. I woke up with some anxious thoughts, so the topic of fear was perfect." I'm so happy to hear that it resonated with your current state, Priscilla. Thank you for sharing that with all of us. Arya says, "Happy anniversary. Yay." Thank you, Arya. Thank you for bringing your excited, lovely spirit into the space and for your wish. Priscilla says, "Congratulations." Thank you, Priscilla. Doug says, "Happy 2 year anniversary, Anisha." Thank you, Doug. And welcome back to the space. Nice to celebrate it with you. Priscilla says, "Your sessions are so helpful." Oh, that is so sweet. I'm really happy to know that. Really. Thank you, Priscilla. Suzanne Q says, "Just what I needed, Anisha. Thank you." Oh, that is like the best compliment for me that you receive what you needed. That is like, that is my intention behind creating anything. So, yeah, thank you so much, Suzanne, for sharing that. Means a lot. Mary says, "You are on my mind." Congratulations. Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. And I know, I think you only said that you're going to set an alarm for today, so you wake up for this live, right? It was you, right? So thank you so much for doing that. And like, I don't know what to say to that. That is like so super sweet. Okay, thank you for that, Suzanne. Okay, guys, hmm, now we are going to spin the wheel one time because we have been doing it for, I don't know, uh, more than 1.5 year, right? Oh, Mary says that was me. I just woke up automatically. Oh, lovely. Ah, love that even, your unconscious or subconscious wanted to be here, Mary. Ah, love having your conscious and subconscious on board in this space. Okay. So, my lovely, amazing, beautiful beings, let me now show you our wheel of wisdom. So, this is our wheel of wisdom. And as you guys can see, this wheel contains the name of 50 plus books that I have read over the past 10 years of my life. And these books have been some of the best ones. So I put those on the wheel, and now the universe is going to choose a book for us from this wheel. But for that, we first need to set an intention, right? So take a moment and ask yourself, what do I need guidance on today? and see if something emerges for you. So, holding that in your awareness as we spin the wheel. Okay, so the topic, the book that came up for us is Real World Mindfulness for Beginners by Brenda Salgado. So, let us do a mindful start to today's live. Let us start this live more mindfully. So, give me a second to open the book. And by the way, after this book, I'm going to reveal the surprise that I created for you. Something very special. So, okay. So, give me a second to choose some numbers from this book so that we can play a game together. By the way, this is our book. This is our book. Yeah, give me a second. Real world mindfulness for beginners. Navigate daily life one practice at a time. Okay, so choosing some numbers. I don't think this book has come up before for us. Interesting. Just a moment. Okay. So, my dear ones, I invite you to pick a number between 19 to 130. And again, you don't need to rush. Take your time, see what is the first number that comes up. Share it in the comments. I will go through all the comments and pick a number that my intuition is feeling most called to. So it is going to be random, so no rush. Ah, Go says, how are you all? We are doing good. How are you? Arc ladies. Thank you, Arc Lady, for sharing a number. Thank you, Cassandra, Karen, Suzanne, Shanna. If I mispronounce anyone's name, feel free to correct me. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Mary. Glad to know that you're doing good. Thank you, Arya. Thank you, David. Anyone else who wants to pick a number and receive a reading? Thank you, Ghost. Interesting name. Okay. So seems like everyone who wanted to share a number has done so. So let's see what wants to come through. Mhm. Okay, it was quick. So the number that I'm feeling most called to is 38 by Karen. Okay, so let's see what is the message that wants to come through for Karen and everyone else. Because since you are here, you were meant to, listen to this. So just a minute. Hmm. So the heading is Understanding the Parts and the Whole. When negative emotions like frustration, anger, or anxiety arise, it is easy to become so caught up in the feelings that you can't focus or concentrate on what is in front of you. Whether that's work, a routine task, a conversation, or even the road. You have temporarily lost your center. your sense of wholeness, taking a moment to acknowledge that what you are feeling is not who you are, shifts your perspective and grounds you, allowing you to be fully present for the challenge of the moment. So, there are three steps to this practice. Step one: when you are feeling an uncomfortable emotion, such as frustration or any other uncomfortable emotion, say to yourself, a part of me is feeling dash. Or in this case, a part of me is really frustrated, rather than I am really frustrated. So instead of joining who you are, combining the emotion and your identity, thinking that you are just this emotion, you are just angry, you are just anxious, you are just frustrated, you say that a part of me is feeling angry, a part of me is feeling frustrated, a part of me is feeling angry. Okay, I repeated that. A part of me is feeling sad. So we do this one shift first. So you can say this silently if you are in the presence of others, or you can say it out loud if you are not. So see that you have this part of you that is frustrated, rather than you are this part. Other parts of you may be patient, relieved, or any number of possibilities. So basically, you are bigger than this emotion that you are experiencing. Okay, so this emotion doesn't have to color everything and encompass all of you, like overpower all of you, drown all of you. So recognizing that. Step two: shift your posture to have both feet on the ground, spine straight, chest more open, chin level, eye looking farther out. We do these adjustments often unconsciously when centering is needed. Your body knows what to do. So basically, we are sending each time we shift our posture. So it's like a, re- you know, a loop or cycle basically. So when you're feeling sad, you might have noticed that you are slouched and you are looking down. Or if you are like, so different emotions have different effect on your body, right? And similarly, if you change your body posture, that can also have an effect on your mood, on your emotions as well. So this is like a inverse relationship. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, you get the point. So you shift your posture. So you put your feet on the floor. What that does is that it grounds you, it connects you, and it makes you feel like, okay, I'm here right now. It brings you back to the moment. And if you want, you can also press your feet down. That is also really helpful with grounding. um, and then you lift your spine up, because usually, like, we are usually slouched, and when you are feeling a negative emotion, on in terms of a lower intensity emotion like sadness, numbness, and all of those, then we, like, slouch a bit. So we, you know straighten that. We open our chest, we open our heart to everything that life has to offer us, whether it is something pleasant or unpleasant. And we look farther out. So, what that does is that when we are looking really close at something, we do that when we are detecting some kind of threat. But when we look into the farthest point that is visible, it is a signal to your body to turn on that parasympathetic nervous system in your body, and that makes you feel more safe when you are looking into the periphery, when you're looking like into the farthest point. So a breakdown of all, like, why these matters. Then step three: acknowledge that part that is frustrated is present, without judging it or wanting it to go away. often this allows the emotion to soften a bit and a shift begins to take place. So instead of resisting that emotion, instead of wanting to get rid of it, which is only going to make it shout louder, which is only going to make it cry louder, wanting your attention, the more you try to push it away. So instead of doing that, we acknowledge that this is here. We gave it a name, we acknowledged its presence, we accepted that it is there. And we made all these shifts to signal our body that it is safe right now. That and to turn on all the logical centers in our brain as well. So yeah, it helps us shift our emotional state, as well as to make that part of us who needed our attention feel seen. So we are not trying to shove it away in some corner. We acknowledged it, and we also choose that this is not a right state for me, because it is not going to help me deal with the situation in a good, in a nice manner, in a wise manner. So we shifted our state so that our logical brain center can open and we can deal with it more effectively. What a true gem it was. I love today's reading. Thank you, Karen, for that. Karen says, totally resonates. Been feeling extremely frustrated. Oh my goodness, the level of resonance here, because that was the emotion that was mentioned. So, yeah. Karen says, thank you for the grounding techniques. I'm glad that the reading resonated, that you're carrying the whole process and the different tools to practice, when you're feeling frustrated. And Karen, just in case you need more tools, I have a whole playlist called Nervous System Regulation Techniques, where I've included different kinds of techniques. So you can check them out and see if you like a particular technique. So yeah, that's I wanted to share that in case you needed it. And now it's time for me to reveal the surprise. So So, in the past, I guess 2 years or a little less than that, a lot of you guys have come to love our Wheel of Wisdom. And while I have these books separately, and there is nothing that I cannot give you the wheel somehow, I can, because it just contains names, not the books, they are stored somewhere else. So I decided to create something fun for you guys that you can carry with yourself, like that you can have, when I'm not going live and you need some guidance, or you want to just have fun and, tap into the wisdom in a fun way. So I created like a pocket wheel of wisdom for you, and you can have it, you can use it as many times as you need, or want. uh Eric says happy anniversary. Thank you, Eric. Welcome to the space. You're just in time. I was revealing a surprise gift that I have created for you all, and we're going to play with it as well right now. So okay, give me a second. So the surprise gift is a card deck. So I created a card deck. It is like an online one. Okay. I cannot give that offline, like, to you guys in any way. So I created an online card deck which you can flip and everything. You can shuffle and everything. You can do everything that you can do with a physical card deck. So and I added the insights and the action steps, just like we covered in our first reading, what to do first, what to do next, and then next, from the top 108 books that are there, that I really liked. And you can find this deck. Let me share where you can find it, and then we will play. Art Lady Diana says, awesome. I am so glad that you joined today's live, Diana. And I hope that you really like it. Eric also loved it. Okay. So you can find it by going to my profile. You can go to the About section, scroll down, and at the bottom, you will see this. And here you will find that gift, a gift for being with me on this journey, for showering me with love, with support, with kindness, or with everything, this space has offered me. So, yeah, as a thank you, I created that for you. And I really hope you will love that too. Some people have already. I like added it in my last live because I got too excited. So, yeah, you will find it here. But for now, let me show it and we will play together. So, so this is what it looks like. Okay. A deck of 108 books of wisdom. Okay. So we had this is book one. And here, when you click on this, yeah, you will have the whole list of 108 books that are here. Okay. So what you can do, sorry, give me a second to drink some water. Mary says, "You and everyone here are a gift to me. Thank you." Oh, that is so sweet, Mary. And so are you. Ah, I love having you. Ah, thank you. Karen says, "Looking forward to trying it out." Thank you. Ah, love the excitement, Karen. Ah, I hope that you love it. Thank you, Priscilla. Yeah, this is such a beautiful, beautiful community. I just feel so blessed, so grateful to just have met you guys. Okay, so now, so you can play with this card deck in two ways that I thought of. You can get creative and think of more ways. But the first way is that just like we do here, I ask you guys to choose a number between this and this number. So you can, anytime you need guidance or anytime you want to read a book, but you don't want to read a whole book, or you don't have the time, then you can choose a number between 1 to 108. Thank you, Susan, for the support. I I'm so glad that something from the space resonated with you and you chose to support my work. That means a lot. And I hope that something happens for you today that makes you smile and that makes your heart warm. This is what a beautiful gesture, Nisha. Thank you. I'm glad that you like the gifty. Thank you. Uh, So yeah, so I was saying that you can either choose a number between 1 to 108 and see what number pops up, and you can open that particular book and read what is the message that wants to come through and what is the universe asking you to do. So what the universe wants to tell you and what it is asking you to do, both are equally important, right? A reminder and an action step, because that's how change happens in our life. So you can do that, or if you're feeling like I don't want to you know ask my intuition right now, I just want the universe to choose something for me, then you can okay, give me a second. I closed it by mistake. Suzanne says, "Looking forward to it. Many blessings to you." Oh, thank you, Suzanne. And I hope you like it. Okay, so so yeah. So with the number one, if you, and I would really recommend you doing that number thing, choosing a number between 1 to 108, because it will strengthen your connection with your intuition so that, when you really need it, you will have that inner wisdom, that inner guide within you you can rely on, you have learned to trust. It is already there within you, but you might not have that strong of a connection, a bond with it. So practicing it, using it again and again might, strengthen that bond. That's why I do what I do here in these lives. But if some days you feel lazy, you are like, okay, I don't feel so connected with my intuition, or I'm like too confused, there are too many voices in my head, then you can simply press the shuffle button and the universe will choose a book for you. And you have the insight, and when you tap on it, you have the action steps. So very short, very mini, something that you can do. And if you want to reset it, you can just reset it, to the original order. Okay, no, sorry, this is the flip button. Yeah, there is this reset to original order and it will come back to book one. So, yeah. So, Laura says, which app is this? Laura, this is not an app or anything. It just, you know, I created using kind of my assistant come friend or something called AI. So yeah, I just created it for, fun as a gift to you guys. So yeah, and it is free to use. So you can just, go to my profile and you will find this. You will find this here again. Okay. So when you go to my profile and when you click on the about section, so here along with all of my other offerings, you will find this here as well. So I hope you will like it. Okay, Laura says, amazing. Glad it resonated. So now let us play. So Priscilla says, amazing. I'm so happy you guys are liking this gift. I really went into it. I was like, I had this idea and then I was like, okay, let me do this, add this and this and this. Doug says, thank you for the cool gift. Thoughtful, and I'm impressed you created it. Not by myself. I don't know anything about coding. So yeah, I needed some help and I went to AI for that. But yeah, thank you so much, Doug. I'm glad you found it cool and thoughtful. Mary says, we can play all day. Yes, you can. And if you want, I went with 108 because it is an auspicious number. But I was thinking, should I do like 365 days? But it might look too much. So I went with 108. If you want more, I can maybe, before our next anniversary, create one and create a 365-day one. So each day you can do this and receive a message, take an action, grow every single day, you know. Uh, let's see. Priscilla says, love that, Mary. So fun. This makes me so happy. Eric says, I want to play this game with my family. Yes, you can. You can like share it with others, if you want to. uh, I'm so happy you guys are liking the script. Suzanne says, finally, AI for good, lol. Yeah, initially I was like a little dicey about using it, but I was like, I need help and I would. And I am not afraid to ask one from AI. It is, of course, everything has a good and bad side, right? So, yeah. Mm, Priscilla likes the idea of using it with her family. Yeah, that makes me so happy. Okay. So now, should we play it? So the first time, uh, let the universe choose a book for us. Okay. So let's see which is the book out of these 108 awesome books out there. Which is the book that the universe wants to choose for us today in our special life? Ready? So this is the page. This is the first page. But mm, let me click the shuffle button. Oh, so the book that came up is The Seven Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. And the insight or the message that the universe, what the universe wants to say to us is lasting success starts with personal responsibility and clear priorities. So, this is like the kind of the main message from this book, that lasting success starts with personal responsibility and clear priorities. So instead of giving away the power to something else, you need to first take control of your life. You need to first, um, take responsibility, build that ability to respond to things rather than just blaming it on someone else, or on life, or on general situations. And also clear your priorities. So let me first, see if there are any action steps before I elaborate more. So there are three action steps. there are always three action steps for each book. I don't know why I said that, but yeah. So the first action step is, let me read it. It's like flip for you. So the first action step is choose to respond instead of react. Second, decide what matters most before the day begins. Third, build habits that support trust, understanding, and steady self improvement. So, again, the first was around, personal responsibility, that choose to respond instead of react, instead of going through life automatically reacting, learn to take responsibility. you know Learn to develop this ability to respond to things rather than blaming or putting, that this caused it, that this person caused this, or this situation caused this, or life caused this, or this always happens to me, or my luck is bad, and all of that. So taking back responsibility, choosing to respond over reaction. Second, before you begin the day, set an intention, instead of letting the day, take you wherever it takes you. You decide that this is going to be, something that I'm going to live by today. This is the kind of version that I want to be today. This is the kind of value that I want to, be aligned with in terms of my actions, my thoughts, what I say. This is, the quality that I want to bring into today. This is the feeling that I want to experience today more of, and you do actions in alignment with that. Or this is the most important task of my day. If I accomplish this and not anything else, then also this day would be productive. So there are very different kind of ways to do this. I'm going to share two, you know like two resources I created around that, in case you want to give it a try. And I would, encourage you to give it a try. Not to listen to my tracks. You can do it on your own, but just apply this in your life and see, some change happen in your life, a positive, beautiful change. So, yeah, so there is this practice that I created called morning intention. So this will help you begin your day with a clear direction, with a clear priority in your head, So there was this. And if you want, if you're working on becoming your best self, your highest self, and all of that, then I have created another track regarding this, related to this, which was, let me see. Mhm. Yeah, I think this one. This is regarding, like, being your best self today. So yeah. And the third step is build habits that support trust, understanding, and steady self improvement. So if you want, you can look into like the seven habits that highly effective people have, and you can choose one, or you can ask yourself, you know, what is one habit that if I inculcate in my life or that I changed in my life, so it can be a bad habit that you replace with a good one, or just incorporating a good one. So, what can be that one habit that if I have, then it would change, it would bring the most change in my day to day life or in my life in general. It can be meditation, reading books, exercising, eating healthy, drinking more water, basically, learning more about something, whatever is your priority. So you have choose your priority. Then you can, in life, we talked about choosing our priority for the day, but in life also you need to gain some clarity as to what do you want. What is the kind of life that you want. So once you gain that, then you can, decide that, okay, what is the habit that I need to incorporate in my life today that would make the biggest impact. So yeah, that was the book. That was our reading. Eric says, thank you so much for the gift. I have to leave for now. That's okay, Eric. I am so glad that you chose to spend the time that you did and that you liked the gift. Uh, and I hope that your family too, So thank you so much for joining us. And I hope that you have a lovely, lovely day today. Okay. So now I want you guys to vote. Do you want, you know, to play a game where I ask you guys to choose a number between 1 to 108 from this card deck only? Or do you feel like, okay, we have done the meditation, done the Wheel of Wisdom, played the card game, and now you feel complete and we can end the live? So, yeah, do you like, should we end the live? Do you want to do one more, like play this game, play this card game one more and see what is the other book that wants to appear? Your choice. You can vote. Continue or end this live. Mm, Okay, then. So, thank you, Laura, Doug, and Dee, for the votes. And seems like people want to continue the fun. So, let's do that. Hi, Sarah. Sarah says, congratulations on this anniversary. Thank you, Sarah. Laura says, came late, so I would love some more. Okay, definitely. One more for you, Laura. Suzanne says, what about ending with one of the meditation mantras? Okay, nice idea, Suzanne. So maybe, once we do this last reading, we can repeat that mantra for ourselves, or if you want to choose one for us, you can do that and mention that in the comments. And Sarah, I just, before you joined, I just shared a gift that I created for everyone in this space, and that gift was a card deck that I've created, like a card deck that you, okay. Okay, first let me talk to Sarah. So yeah, I was saying that yeah, I created a card deck of 108, beautiful, amazing books, and I have put it in the about section of my profile. So when you scroll down, you will find it here. And we are playing with that only, right now. So in case you're wondering, okay, what is happening suddenly? So yeah, you will find that when you go, okay, it's loading. Yeah. So when you go to the about section at the bottom here, you will find this along with all of my other offerings. So yeah, I hope that you will like it too. It's a completely free resource, so you can have fun with it. It's a gift. Sarah says, thank you, dear Anisha. You're welcome. So Sarah and Laura and everyone. And yeah, thank you, Suzanne, for, uh, letting me choose. Okay, I will choose one mantra, um, to end today's live with, aligned with our, you know, mm, meditation for today, which was on the quote that Insight Timer shared. Okay, so give me a second. So again, coming back to book one. Uh, Yeah, I was going to ask you guys to choose a number, right? I forgot. So, yeah, I invite you to choose a number between 1 to 108. Let's see whose number do I feel most called to, and we will do a reading from that card. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Karen. V. Thank you, Caitlin. Oh, we have a double number. Interesting. Okay, anyone else who wants to share a number? Okay, then. Let us go with page card number 77. So interesting. We usually go with a number that gets repeated twice because it came up for two people. Then there is something definitely that wants to come through. So, okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the list of all the 108 books And again, how you do that is by going to this, you know, you have this whole list and you choose the number 77. Let me look at it this way. Okay. So, this is our book number 77, called The Work by Byron Katie. It's a pretty famous book. And like I think she has like these four questions that you ask, especially if you have like negative thoughts or limiting beliefs. So the message that comes from this book for us is peace gets easier when you examine the thoughts that disturb you. Peace gets easier when you examine the thoughts that disturb you. So basically, instead of believing everything that minds throw your way, you pause and you challenge your thoughts, you question your thoughts, you question your mind, what your mind is saying, but because your thoughts are not 100% true always, most of the times. So, yeah. So, if you want a more peaceful life, stop listening to every single thing that your mind tells you or that your mind might be telling you right now. And now comes the action steps. So, like when you click on the card, it flips and we get the action steps. And the action steps is first identify the stressful thought. So, whenever you're feeling in distress, whenever you're feeling any unpleasant emotion, especially, you pause, you notice, you like check back with your mind and notice what is the story that is going on in my head? What is my mind telling me? What is the thought? What is that stressful thought that is causing all this havoc? So you notice the thought. That is important, right? If you want to challenge it or question it. Then the second thing is to ask the four questions. So the four questions that Byron Katie, like the four popular questions from Byron Katie. Let me search that. I forgot to include them here. So yeah, mm, I'm going to share that. Yeah. So the first question we ask our thoughts is it true? Is it 100% true? Is this thought true? Second, can you absolutely know that it's true? Okay, so 100% is like the second question. Okay, so first you ask, is this thought true? Then you again ask, can you absolutely know that it's true? Then, third is, how do you react when you believe that thought? So, what happens? What do you feel? How do you act? What is your behavior when you're believing the story that your mind is telling you? And the final is that who would you be without that thought? So, if you didn't believe the story that your mind is telling you, then who would you be right now? Who would you be as a person if you didn't believe this? So that was our second step. And then the third is try the turnaround and see whether a different interpretation fits better. So now that you have asked these questions, see if there is a different, way to see this situation, to see this particular scenario, to see this, whatever your thought is around. So, whether there is a different alternative way of seeing this that is more helpful, that is aligned with who you want to be, that is aligned, that is like more kind and that is more true. So, this is, the whole process that came up from this. And if you want like a deeper dive into this, because if you struggle with negative thoughts or limiting beliefs, then I've created like three resources that are already here on Insight Timer. And the first resource, which contains a lot more questions in addition to this, that you can ask yourself when you notice, that negative thoughts, because some question works with some thoughts and some work with some other thoughts better. So if you want to learn about all those different questions, and that are specifically that specifically are that specifically come from Stoic philosophy and CBT, then you can check out this particular course. And if you want specific techniques or specific questions for specific kind of thoughts, because there are certain patterns of negative thinking that we all human beings share, and according to a certain therapeutic approach, so I have like shared what are those patterns, so you can identify your top patterns, and then you can use the specific techniques or questions designed to challenge those particular thoughts. So if you want to do that, because it would make it easier every time you are thinking negatively, you can check, is this thought aligned with my top three thoughts? If so, then you will have a technique to use. So it is going to become more easier to do that. And and if you want to dive even more deeper into the limiting beliefs from which all these thoughts have come from, changing the root, beliefs, then, or before even changing, learning what they are. What do you believe about yourself? What do you believe that might be stopping you from reaching your goals that you are not even aware of? So, yeah, if you want to learn to a very deep dive, then you can check out this, third course as well. So yeah, these were like the three resources I had around this book, you know. So yeah, that was our second card for today and our final card. So I really hope that you guys received something of value from this live, whether it was the meditation, whether it was the reading that came up from the Wheel of Wisdom, or this card game, or the books that came up here, or just the energy. So if you received anything of value from this live, or from any of the previous lives, and if you want to support me continue this work, continue doing these lives or creating more resources, I have like, I don't know, over 200 or something meditations, not sure about the number, but yeah, if you want, if you're going through something and you want some help, some support, some guidance regarding that, I might already have a resource. I will share them in a moment. But yeah, so if you want to help me continue all of this, if you want to support my work, you can make a small donation. And if you can't make a donation, or if you don't, feel like, then that's okay too. You can always support my work by listening to my content and sharing it with others. That also means a lot. Um, Hi, Janendra. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry, good evening. Sorry. Yeah, welcome to the space. We are just ending the live, but I would love to have you in the next live. Or I haven't scheduled the next live, by the way, guys. I usually do lives on alternate days, but yeah, I'm taking a break of like 2 or 3 days, and then I will continue, doing the lives. So yeah, if you are new, I would appreciate you following me so that you get notified when the next live comes up. And when today's meditation also gets released, I, publish the meditations that I do in the lives. It takes like a week or two. So yeah. Suzanne say thanks Anisha for being generous with your time and gifts. Thank you, Suzanne, for your kindness, for your beautiful presence, and for your generosity as well. I so appreciate. I loved having you. Okay. So now for the ones who are regular here, and if you guys feel called to say goodbye and you want to do something else, you can do that, because I want to take 5 more minutes of your time, if you are new to this space, to share all that I have created for you, all the resources that I have for you, so that in case you need something, you know what is, what to go to. So, yeah, so if you want to like leave, you can do so. If not, that, and if you are new or regular and if you want to stay, then yeah, I would love to have you for as much time as I can in this space. Janan says, I'm from Bareilly, UP. Welcome. I'm happy to have you here. Ark Lady Diana says, Namaste. Namaste, Diana. Thank you so much for checking out this space. And I hope to see you again, Diana. Laura says, sorry, Laura made a donation. Thank you, Laura. Thank you so much for your kindness and for supporting me, for helping me continue doing these lives and continue sharing my work. That means a lot. And I hope, Laura, that may today may something happen that makes you feel like you are a light in the lives of other people. That is my wish for you. Mary says, bye bye, beautiful Nisha. Bye, Mary. And thank you so much for this kindness. I so appreciate your support. I really do. Thank you so much, for making this possible. Your donations, your love, your presence, uh, and your beautiful like words and everything has made this possible. So I so appreciate that. And Mary, I hope that. mm Let's see, what is the wish that is coming up for me, for you? Okay, so I hope that you find a moment in today, like on today, where you feel like you can relax and you can enjoy something that you have wanted to do for quite a while. So that is my wish for you. Thank you, Priscilla. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys are so kind, so lovely. Priscilla, ah, I hope that this next chapter of your life feels so much more exciting and it brings you so much joy and it truly fulfills your heart, Priscilla. Ah, Laura says, oh, thank you. I so often feel called to open the app and you are on. It always brightens my day. Oh, that is so sweet, Laura. That is so kind of you. Ah, okay. A warm hug to you. And yeah, I loved having you today, and I would love to see you more often. Ah, I'm kind of speechless. You guys are so amazing. I love each and every one of you guys. I'm just so grateful to have you. Thank you so much, all of you. Like, to spend your time here. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Ah, Priscilla says, so grateful for you and your wonderful sharings, dear Anisha. I'm glad that, you like to, spend time here and to go through the offerings, Priscilla. That means so much for me. I create each content from my heart, and my intention is that, every piece provides whatever it is that you need. And it just makes my day when I hear you saying that, when I read those reviews and I'm like, okay, I never imagined this kind of impact it would have on you. So it just it's you are a blessing to me. You all are a blessing to me. You don't know the kind of impact that you have on my life. Really. Uh let me first read. Okay, Mary says, oh, thank you. Priscilla says, oh, thank you, beautiful friend. You're so positive and you're such a blessing to us all. I'm honored. I'm glad to add a little bit of positivity in your day. Karen says your offerings are made with so much love. Yes, they are. And I'm so happy that you can feel it. It really means so much to me. Okay, now let me share those offerings that I have created with so much love. So, you guys make me so emotional. And I love that. Okay. Suzanne says all of this. Okay. I just can't stop laughing. Oh, my cheeks are hurting. Mary says tears here too. So beautiful. Okay, we need Patrick today for the tissue. Seems like everyone is going on, letting all those beautiful emotions flow through their beautiful, beautiful eyes. Ah, I just hope that you guys, you know, can feel how much you guys mean to me, each and every one of you. When sometimes I feel low, I read like, the reviews that you guys have left me. Or like sometimes if there is a beautiful comment, I like take a picture of it and I keep it in one of my folders that I open when I'm feeling low, when I'm doubting myself in a way. So when all of that happens, like you guys are there for me. Your beautiful, kind words help me feel, help me see that light. So and just every single day, you know, when I started, when I decided doing these lives, I was so nervous. I was like, okay, I don't think I would be able to do this. I'm just doing it as an experiment when I did the first live. And I was so jittery, I was so nervous. And the live was like, it was good. It was okay, good. I was like more nervous. And then I started a second series. Okay. So you guys might not know, like some of you who are new or who are regular also have like who might not have been there 2 years ago. So then I started like a mindfulness meditation challenge. I I aimed it. I was all perfectionist mode. So I decided I will do like 21-day mindfulness meditation challenge. And I am an introverted person, but I was then like also nervous, anxious, and all of that in addition. And by day 6, I was like crashing. I was like, okay, I can't do this. And I completed it, I wrapped it in 7 days. I was just repeating 7 practices. So yeah, I was done with that. And then this idea of Wheel of Wisdom came into my mind. And I didn't aim to do this as regularly as I do this, like on alternate days. I could have never ever imagined I would do this as a very introverted person, as a very anxious person, that I would go live and, anything can happen in this live space. And yeah, so I was like, oh, thank you, David. I will come to you in a moment. Let me just go with the story. So yeah, so I came up with this idea. I was like, okay, let's give this a try. I'm not very open to change usually. But I don't know, since I've started this work in general, I've done everything against my nature, like my nature meaning like any, going out of the comfort zone. So I did this live and I was like, okay, I was half anxious and half like I liked it. And I never like I didn't know how I started doing these lives on alternate days. But now after 1 year, I think I dropped a message in my group um, on Insight Timers. So I shared that, how you guys have transformed me in a way, how you guys have changed who I am. Like I now look forward to these lives, and if I'm not able to do them, I really, really miss them. And it's not like I feel drained after these lives. I'm just filled with energy on the days when I'm like feeling very low and I do a live. I just turn on the camera and everything. And after like, within like 5 or 10 minutes, I'm feeling I'm feeling filled with energy. I'm laughing. I'm having fun. So this, it's not just my positive energy or anything that I do. It's just the space, that we all have created that is filled with energy, positivity, this joy, this peace, and all the other, beautiful feelings that you have felt in the last, 2 years. And I started doing this wheel of wisdom in January 2025, and it is now 2026. Like more than half the year has part of this, like 1.5 years of doing this, and I absolutely love this space. And you guys have, also taught me to love myself, like the love, the acceptance that you guys have given me just makes me, you know, it just made me fell more in love with myself. I don't know how to, explain it. And it's not just, like, because you guys, I don't know, like, the unconditional love, the acceptance that you guys gave me just, you know increased my self love multifolds. So so just thank you. Thank you for every single thing. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Thank you for, even if you have attended just one live, even if you have just made one comment, or if you have never made any comment and you just listened, your presence, your words, your support have had the kind of impact on me that I don't know if I can put it in words, but I just want you to know that you guys have made such a big impact on my life, on various days of my life, and in general on me. So, yeah, so just thank you. I can only bow down to you and just thank you. I feel so grateful, so blessed to have you. And now coming to the comment section. Thank you so much, David, for your beautiful, beautiful gift. I so appreciate, like, each time you are here, you make sure to, leave a beautiful, amazing gift for me. It's just to receive a support consistently, just, I don't know, like, the part of my brain that creates words has shut down, but it's just I am so, so, so grateful for this support. I just see the trust you have in me in this space. I see, the impact that your support might be creating, that you can't see, but it is creating. Anytime you guys feel like, you know, if you guys feel low, and if you guys feel, like, if you have any doubts about yourself, I want you to read the reviews that are on my profile, because it is because of your encouragement, your kind words, your donations, your everything that you have shared with me. I had, this, I don't know, confidence, this desire to create more and more of that, all those resources. And that they impacted other people. So it's like a ripple that went out from you. So anytime you guys feel low, I want you to read that review section and know that it is that you created that you made that person feel that way in that, in that moment. So yeah, I want you to do that, and know that it is because of you that happened. So thank you. Ah, V says you are so lovely and enjoyable, Anisha. I'm so happy to hear that, V. Yeah, I try to, uh, make the space as enjoyable as we can. We deserve to enjoy. Life is sometimes very hard and sometimes very beautiful. And we just need a space to have fun. So I'm happy to know that. Suzanne says, this is my first live and it's a banger. Oh my goodness, I didn't knew that. I feel so honored. We all are so happy to have you in this community. Thank you, Suzanne, for tuning in. Thank you, universe, for sending the amazing Suzanne into the space. David says, you are You are a truly precious and beautiful soul, and you radiate love and positive energy around the world every time you're here. So happy to hear that. Ah, I'm glad that you feel that way. You feel that love. You feel that, you know, you feel showered in that beautiful positive energy of the space, David. Thank you. And thank you for all the hearts that came in. Ah, it's it's overwhelming to receive your love sometimes. It's just unbelievable sometimes. Thank you, Janendra. Okay, so my lovely, amazing, beautiful beings, let me take the last 5 minutes of this space before I start to get emotional again to share with the ones who are new to the space, who have joined the space for the very first time, all the resources that I have created for you. So there are basically three places where you can find all of the stuff that I've created for you. The first place is uh, thank you, Lalita, for this kind donation. Thank you so much. I so appreciate your generosity, your kind support, and the wish that came up to my mind was that today when you look at mirror, I hope that you see the beauty that is within you, the love, the kindness, the light that you are, that you see in your eyes, the beautiful being that you are. So, yes, I was sharing the first place where you can find all of my resources. So, it is when you go to my profile on the home section, when you scroll down, down and down, down and down. So, just above my group, which is World of Wisdom. So, I also share summaries of my lives here within like 5 or 10 minutes of the live ending. So if you want to join my beautiful community of 147 beautiful beings, you're welcome to do that. But, anyways, so the first place is sorry. Yeah. So, just of my group, you will see this playlist section. So, I've organized all of my audios and videos, like all the meditation and talks, in the form of these five playlists. So, you can go through them and see if there is something that you would like to, check out. So you can, so the first is a free 21-day mindfulness meditation challenge. Then there is nervous system regulation techniques. I'm going to add more and more techniques here so that you have a technique for every state. And I'm thinking of adding like I'm thinking of creating a card deck for this as well, which I will add, in the about section that I mentioned before. Um, okay, and this is another one, pick a meditation wheel of wisdom. So this playlist is contains all the meditations that I have done in these lives in this wheel of wisdom, live. And it currently contains like 70 meditations, all of them completely free, so that even if you don't have the premium, you can listen to them. And this playlist or these meditations were made possible because of all the donations that have come in through the live. So that helped me devote the time and energy to create, all these meditations. And I've created a game out of it. So you can like open it and see what are the, how to play this game. Then there is little reminders for you. This is the playlist that is most close to my heart. I created these little reminders. So in case you have a lot of negative thoughts, you can open the playlist, and you can just see what is the thought that you are having and listen to that. And by the end of that, 2 to 5 minute track, you're going to feel reassured. You're going to feel that you're not alone. You're going to feel more hopeful, more empowered. You're going to leave with a perspective shift within a few minutes. So, yeah. And the final one is therapy tools and techniques. So, I'm also a psychologist. So, I created this playlist and shared different techniques from different therapy modalities. So, you can open this, see if you have this particular problem that I have created a technique on, and you can play it and try it. And I hope that it will be helpful for you. So, yeah, that is the first place where you can find all of my resources. The second place is the courses section. So, when you scroll down, like here, you will, like, not scroll down, but yeah, you can scroll down and see all of my courses, all of the 7 courses that I have on negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, acceptance, mindfulness, curiosity. So, stuff like that. And the final place is you can go to the About section. And if you want to check out more of my offerings, you can find them here. So, yeah, these are all the 3 places where you can find all of my resources. And I appreciate you guys listening so patiently to, me sharing this. And I really hope that you do find something, you do find the right guidance, the right support, the right resource that you need right now in your life. So, yeah, thank you. Jenin says, I want to join. Yeah, Jenin, so you can go to my profile and you can scroll down and you will find the group there and you can join it. So, thank you so much for celebrating this special live with me. I appreciate your presence. I appreciate you staying till the end of this, I don't know, like almost, 1 hour, 45 minutes long live. So, thank you so much for being here in this space now or ever, it just, I bow down to the divine within you. Namaste. May you all be safe. May you all be happy. May you all be healthy. May you all live with ease. So, thank you so much for everything. And I hope to see you guys in 2 to 3 days when I will schedule a live. So if you're not following me, you can do so you get notified about the next live. Thank you. Thank you, V, for congratulations. Uh, mm, Lalita says, thank you for sharing your love and light. Namaste. Thank you, Lalita, for being here, for sharing your amazing, beautiful presence with all of us, and for your support. Thank you. David says, thank you so much. Take care, please, everyone. Namaste. Thank you, David, for being here and for wishing everyone well. Namaste. Suzanne says, happy day and night, everyone. I hope you too have a lovely day or night, Suzanne, and I hope to see you again. Okay. So, bye, everyone. Take care. Have a lovely, amazing, beautiful day or night. See you soon. Bye.